Welcome back to FTTV. Today we're discussing the top 5 moments from Serie A this weekend. Starting off with the number 1 spot, that was Juventus' self-destruction at the hand of Udinese. The match at the start was dominated by the headlines that Juventus' Ronaldo would be starting from the bench. With that being said, the match did not really miss Ronaldo that much, as Paulo Dybala put the ball in the back of the net in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game. Juan Cuadrado later on made it 2-0 for Juventus with a brilliant solo effort, but this was not the night for Max Allegri, as his Juventus side let go of a brilliant 2-0 lead. In the second half, it was 2 howlers by Wojciech Szczesny that gave away first a penalty. It would be made worse when Szczesny handled a misplaced back pass, which gave Jara Deulofeu the opportunity to make it 2-2. When Ronaldo came on, he did manage to make an impact right at the death of the match. The celebrations were in place, but the header would later on be chalked off for offside. Ronaldo's celebration were all for nothing. This resulted in the matchday ending at 2-2 for Juventus. Moving on to the number 2 spot, that's Calhanoglu starring for the champions Inter Milan. Now he had an excellent run in this game as he started off the match strong by whipping the ball in from the corner, which caused Milan Skriniar to put the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. Later on, he would actually end up scoring as well on his debut, putting yet another notch under his belt, making it 2-0 for Inter Milan. Now, as much as Genoa tried, they weren't able to get back into the game. The debutant Edin Dzeko also ended up putting the ball in the back of the net to make it 4-0 for the champions Inter Milan. Now moving on to the number 3 spot, it was copying Chiellini but ended up losing out for Venezia's defense. Now Napoli had a horrendous start of the game when their star striker Victor Osimhen ended up getting a red card from a corner when he ended up putting his hands on the face of a Venezia defender. Although seeming very harsh at the time, it wasn't overturned by the VAR. Now Napoli would struggle for the first half or so, but it was Venezia who ended up shooting themselves in the foot by giving away 2 penalties. First of which, Insigne somehow managed to put over the crossbar and missed. However, he did redeem himself by scoring the second. Now Spalletti's men were later on very dominant by scoring yet another goal. It was Almas, the substitute, who made it 2-0 on the night for Napoli. Napoli's fan had something to celebrate, even though their star player Insigne was pulled down in a rugby tackle by Heyman. Kind of reminding me of what Chiellini did to Bukayo Saka in the Euros this year. Even though Venezia tried hard, they were not able to get on the scoreboard, leaving Napoli with all 3 points yet again for the newcomers. In the number 4 spot, we have Tammy Abraham's instant impact for Mourinho's Roma. A great game to watch, a lot of back and forth action, but it was Mourinho's men who were dominant. More importantly, it was the expensive striker that they have bought in name of Tammy Abraham, who ended up having a huge impact. It was specifically his 2 assists, which put 2 goals on the scoreboard for Roma. The game was highlighted by 2 red cards for each side. The returning Nicola Zaniolo ended up getting 2 yellows to accumulate a red card, which was a horrendous welcome back game for him. Henrik Mkhitaryan ended up scoring for Roma, but it was the night for Tammy Abraham, who had a brilliant performance and really made his mark when a lot of people were thinking that he would not be able to make this mark and would be a flop for the Roma club. Now, moving onwards to the number 5 spot, a back and forth affair between the Milan club and their opposition. Now, but the star of the show was no doubt Mike Mignon, the new debutant and the new goalkeeper who's having to fill some big shoes in the likes of Gigi Donnarumma. Really starred and was probably the man of the match for us. Now Sampdoria tried and tried again, having so many shots on target, but each of the time they were denied by the heroics of the Iron Man, Mike Mignon. Now Mike's double save, even though the ball was offside, still proved to show exactly what he can do. He did manage to play out of the back and really build up play. But then it was the number 10, Brahim Diaz, who ended up getting the opening goal of the season for AC Milan. His shot, though tamed, did end up somehow going into the back of the net, proving to be a winning start for AC Milan. Other than that, there wasn't really much to talk about, but it was a great debut for Mike Mignon. Thank you for joining us yet again. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.